Let's see if that will work. All right, seems like we are live. Yeah, I guess so. Alrighty, so I guess then slowly but surely I will get to it. I will get to it. Just have to do a bit of, I guess. I mean, I almost have all of my layouts complete here to actually start the drawing process, but probably still have to do a little bit of organizing. We'll see. Oh, already have Mysterion in here. Hey man, what's up? Yeah, for me, well, you know, as you see, streaming a bit, maybe like 2 hours or so. And Turtles Rodriguez, hello. Hello to you, yeah. Hello to you all. And what I'm going to do today is I will just stream a little bit of me working on this vegan sidekick animation. And yeah, I prepared quite a bit so, you know, I can actually get to the drawing process of the characters rather soon. Because I did have to do the background. Basically, let me see, where was it? Here, whoops, this background thing I had to do in Photoshop, and I prepared that, and also the voiceover, which I'm not sure if I will actually keep as it is, because I'm not 100% satisfied with how the voiceover turned out, but we'll see. For my purposes here today, it's fair enough. So
okay. Right foot on slitting a pig's throat is fine.
So we will just work with that voice track for now, and then maybe I will re-record it later and just do it again. But there will also be some background music for this one. Like, I know many people keep telling me that I should use background music, and I always kind of want to do it, but I hardly ever can find something that I like, so or that I think is fitting. Or that I can even use, like sometimes obviously there's also this copyright thing, so yeah. Music is not always easy for me to implement. But yeah, let's get started a bit. Your voice is just like the animations, lol. Yeah, sometimes I don't bother with... Sometimes I just don't bother with changing my voice in the animations, so it kind of depends. So yeah, what do we need? We need the head layer, we need eyes layer, because I will do some blinking eyes again. Of course, 3 mouth layers as usual, so we have mouth closed, just closed.
Okay.
And we will have mouth half open, as I just name it, and we will have mouth open. Oh no, please don't tell me stream is lagging again. God damn it. Let's see. There's nothing really I can seem to be doing about it. It's such a shame that I can only have satellite internet here, so I really can't get anything better. That's fucking annoying. So yeah, I don't know if it will just get better. Have you been paying attention to the drama on Discord lately? What drama? I assume you mean Ask Yourself server? I'm not sure what you mean. So probably I haven't really. And hello there, Hope. And hello, Gellert. Grindelwald. Is it only the face cam? I'm not sure. It's kind of strange. Like, actually my internet should be good enough. The problem, however, is that I have satellite internet because that's the only thing I can get here. And it's just really freaking unreliable apparently. So the last time it actually worked rather well, but I feel like this will be a really short stream if, you know, the stream is lagging so badly. So yeah, guys, let me know if it's lagging too much, because then we will just end this, because that's really not, you know, not worth it. Otherwise, I will just keep going for now. So what layers do we need? We have mouth open, mouth half, mouth closed, eyes, head, body, and hands. I guess at least the hand in the background. So that's something we need. Not sure if I will actually need an... Let's just make arm foreground as well. It may be that I don't even have to, you know, move the arm in the foreground of the guy on the left here, but we will see. So hand foreground, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so can anyone tell me if it's still lagging? Because my stream health is apparently bad, but I'm not sure. I just can't tell if it's lagging right now. Sometimes it was good, like stream health was good for some moments. Now it's not good again. So I don't know what the heck this is about. Yeah, that's crappy. And hello there, Drunk Avocado. The drummer is on Ask Yourself server. He wants this guy called Philosophical Vegan to debate him. The guy won't debate because he thinks Isaac will not be civil with him. Oh yeah, I did, you know, see a little bit of that in the Discord. It's not super interesting for me. Like, I mean, I would like to see a debate, I guess, between them, but I don't really care that much. So it's whatever to me. Whoops. Now, what do we need? 50 is a little bit too far away. So 60% seems fine. So let's draw a head, if I can do it. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Okay, there we go. There's the head. I'd rather have both of them debate Carnist nonsense. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's obviously always even better, but you know, I'm not gonna lie, I would watch it, unless it would be too long or too annoying. But yeah, I would be kind of interested in it anyway. So we have some eyes here, obviously. Oops. And mouth closed. Let's make a neutral one. Like the one in the reference here, so to speak, in the original seems a little bit more like he's smiling, but it's not really fitting to my voiceover, so I will just make it more of a neutral sound look.
Okay, right foot on slitting a pig's throat is fine.
Yeah, that will be better, I guess. Okay. Now, body. So we have the head, we have the eyes, we have the mouth. Now let's just put in the body. I guess kind of like that. Yeah, something like that, that's okay. And maybe I should just change it a little bit here, because otherwise you don't really understand where, which foot belongs where, I guess. Do your animations, except the vegan sidekick ones, obviously reflect your unpleasant experiences with some non-vegans, or are your ideas quite separate from your own experiences? It's in one way or another, it's part of my own experience. It's not always exactly. I mean, I always have encountered them myself, but sometimes I was just like part of the conversation, and not like, it wasn't always a one-to-one thing, and I just saw those things like popping up in, you know, conversations with multiple other people. But yeah, to a degree they are always from my own experience as well, yes. So there we go. Now the hand in the foreground. I'm not sure if I will animate this arm, so it might be kind of pointless to do that, but oh well. Come on, like the problem with Adobe Flash sometimes is, like, here's the smoothening tool. You can see, like, when I draw a line like that, and when I let go, it changes slightly, like it smoothens out some lines, and I could completely disable it, but then it looks often really strange, so I still have enabled the smoothness thingy. I have it enabled, but it's sometimes a bit annoying because it does things, at times it does things that I don't want it to do, but oh well. There we go, and of course the most important part probably is the hand in the background, because that will be the one moving the most. And oops, there we go, like that. And that's basically already it for the setup. Now, maybe I actually just animate this guy a little bit, so it's not just me, you know, drawing. What is it called again if you just draw above another drawing? It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite seem to get the word. Tracing. So it's not just me tracing. Okay.
Okay, right foot on slitting a pig's throat is fine.
Yeah, right. First of all, I have to put this a little bit back. Because obviously he's not speaking, he's first like doing this thing with this clock thingy. So he's doing this thing with his clock thingy, right? So I have to animate that first before he starts to speak. And then he's probably keep looking down, and maybe once the other guy moves, he looks up to see what the other guy is doing. I guess that would be the most natural. So let's just go with that. Now I would need to have a resting spot for the hand. I guess actually the way it's drawn here, that's just a little bit before he starts to spin the wheel. So maybe let's just turn off the reference for some time. I gotta figure out what's the what does it look like when he's not spinning the wheel? I guess maybe you cannot see the arm at all like that. That's okay. Then he does that, and then he also does this other thing where he spins it. And even though it's the background arm, it's still kind of in the foreground. So actually, even though it's a background, I have it in the foreground. Kinda, he's doing it kind of like that, maybe. Let's see. Paint behind. Yeah, that's kind of the basic motion, I suppose. And then maybe I have to put all of this a little bit closer to the wheel. So let's put him, let's adjust a little bit where he's sitting. Maybe like that. Maybe even a little bit closer. Okay. So let's see. And Josas Dinan. Hey, I've been vegan for 7 years. You? For me, it's been, what now? Damn it. It's been quite a while. Not 7 years. Definitely not 7 years. I kind of forgot by now. It's been a while since I have been asked this question, so it's been a while since I even thought about it. What is it now? Maybe 5 years, I guess? Not quite sure. Maybe 5 years or so. 18... No way. There's no way. Or is it? Is there? Maybe somewhere between 4 and 5 years, I think. And Shekari. Hello, everyone. Hello there. It's my year vegan anniversary. Well, good on you. Deputy Fraser, yo, what up, home dog? Yeah, just drawing a little bit. Or at least trying to. I'm always super slow when I'm on stream, I don't know. I think I overthink stuff when I'm drawing on stream. So I guess I have to enlarge the arm a little bit, make it a little bit longer, maybe. Well, actually, no, not even. I don't even have to do that. I can just let him lean forward a little bit more. So that's the thing here. Now let's just leave it like that for a second and make the wheel. Now, I haven't thought about that at all, but we'll see how I do that. So now the reference, so his first foot, like in the first frame, he's putting his right foot on the purple one. Okay, where was it? There. So it has to be on purple. And the right foot, let me actually see, what's the right foot? Is it to the bottom right? What's the game called? Twister, right? Yeah, Twister game. Just want to make sure that yeah, okay, right foot is in the bottom right. So if we're doing this correctly, then, damn it, what's purple? Damn it, I think it's covered. Yeah, it's down there. Okay. Alright, let's go there. Yeah. All right, that's good enough. Yeah, because without those thingies, it looks like that. That seems good. Just forgot that I have to fill in the white for some purposes. There we go. Now in the wheel spinning, like he's spinning. So maybe it starts here and it ends here maybe? I don't know. And we have to zoom in quite a bit here. Okay, that's the starting position, let's say. He really has to lean forward quite a bit if he's gonna reach that. So I have like some technical things to overcome here so that it makes actual sense. But we will see about that in a second. And hey there, Leon. How are you? So we can either just let this guy lean forward or do something completely different, but I guess we will just let him lean forward. So
Okay. Yeah.
let's do it like that, like this, like that. Then I have to edit multiple frames. And the head we will leave as it is. We will just actually edit this part. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Now it didn't work quite as intended, apparently. That's weird. Why did it do that? Not sure. Yeah, but we still definitely have to enlarge this arm a little bit. And the head just goes forward, I guess. It's really about it. Whoops. There we go. Always wanted to tell you that you have such a lovely voice. You probably heard it before from someone. Still, it's worth mentioning it. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate the compliment. I'm glad my voice is bearable. And also hello there, of course, Azra Turner. Yeah, Azra, I think. Okay. Now let's do like a in between here for the hand, just so that it looks a little bit more like he's actually doing, that he's not just teleporting his hand all over the place. It's actually doing a movement. And just also to, yeah, I guess I have heard that before, but it's always nice to hear. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie. Who doesn't like compliments? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there will be some more in betweens here later. I'm just letting it play. I'm just letting it play in a loop to figure out where I want to add some frames, but I guess I will just do that later. So for now, that's okay. Let's make a little bit of a animation here, I guess, for the wheel, for the spinning wheel. And now I've never really animated a fast spinning wheel, so how am I gonna do that? Can I do that just with 2 frames? You know, so that I actually don't even animate the actual finger thing here. I always miss the words, like it's kind of stupid. I never know how to call things, so I just call them things. It's always just blah, blah, thingies or whatever. Yeah, let's see. How are we gonna do that? Maybe just some lines like that. It could work. Like if it takes me too long to figure this out on stream, I will probably just do it later. Just never really thought about how to animate something like that. Let's make a new one and maybe slightly offset. Damn it. It's too thick. It's too thick. I don't know why I think the word thick is a funny word. Okay, and now what if we just let this... This could be a bit too cheap. This may look actually like absolute garbage, but we will just find out in a moment. So let's just copy these for every other frame. Paste it, and then let's see how it looks. It's actually kind of okay. Maybe just the last 3 frames or so, I should have it slow down. So then maybe, maybe still a little bit of blur here for that one, for that frame. Kind of like that, I guess. I think you need at least 3, otherwise your brain can't interpret direction. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. It's just that since we see the motion of the hand, I think the brain will probably fill in the information because you see the hand movement. So, and since it's just like a really short time, I'm not sure if the brain is too confused about it. But you might be right. So I will just go with the laziest version first, and then we will see if that's stupid. Now the gap here should be a little bit bigger, because it's still somewhat moving fast, moving somewhat fast. And then one more where it almost came to a halt. Kind of like that, maybe. I'm not really in frame for the most part, am I? Or am I? Now the problem is... Okay, never mind about that. Let's just see.
Okay.
That's wow, I'm actually surprised that works, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. So let's just keep it like that.
Okay.
Now next, what is he doing? Is he keeping his arm in this position while it's still moving?
Okay.
Probably, and then maybe here he puts his arm back. I guess that would make sense. Oops. There we go. Maybe here, let's make an in-between. So... Not sure. Maybe the arm looks a little bit shorter here for a second then. And there will be some in-betweens definitely later. Like, I won't leave it like this, because it would look really bad. But for now, that's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it looks really, really weird, strange. And I think I just saw a question. Give me a moment.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that. Do you usually talk to yourself when you're doing some animations or just when you're live? I'm only doing that when I'm live, and it's actually really challenging for me. I mean, that's also, I guess, why it's not really a fluent thing. Like, it seems probably a bit strange. I imagine it's a bit weird to watch. I don't know. I'm trying my best and I'm trying to get better at it, but not sure how long that will take. So sometimes I also catch myself just being silent for a little bit too long, maybe in an awkward silence, and just replaying something over and over, or just staring at the screen, maybe even, I don't know, because I'm just thinking about something and I'm not actually talking out loud to myself usually.
Okay.
Now here, like I said earlier, I have the question if he's leaning back for No, never mind, never mind. I let him lean back now, not later. At first I thought it would look more natural when if he would just speak, still looking at his thingy and then look up, but pretty sure it's better if he just looks up while speaking already.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that. Now the hand in the background, it's kind of like that, I guess. Wait, what? I'm confused. I confused myself again. Yeah, that's okay. I guess this position of the head is only when that's now when he's watching. Like, that's probably after he speaks, when he's watching the guy on the right. So let's just make another set of frames back here, so I don't lose any frames if I make some mistakes. And then he probably just looks up at this point. Maybe sitting a bit more upright too. Oops. There we go. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 to the right. And the same with the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe 1 to the side.
Okay, right?
Does that look okay? I guess the mouth should be a little bit more like that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Now, actually, let me just do, I guess, a little bit of mouth animation. Even if I change the voice recording later, I may change it. I may actually just re-record the stuff, but it doesn't take that long. At least by now. Like at the start, I was really confused about how to do these mouth flaps, but now it's actually quite good, quite fast for the most part. So let's just do some. Are carrots your favorite food? I guess I could see why you think that, but no, I mean, I eat them a lot, but I wouldn't call them my favorite foods, definitely not. He spins it counterclockwise, but it ends spinning clockwise. Wow, did I actually fuck that up?
Okay, right foot on slitting a pig's throat is
Wait,
fine.
wait, what? Now I'm confusing myself. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's just... No, it's actually going, you know, that way. Damn it. Now, why am I so confused about this? No, it's actually, it should be correct. Like, it's meant to be that way, I think. So he's whooshing from here to there, right? So it's going, yeah, that's clockwise, right? And then it ends like that. It should be fine. And oh, he spins it counterclockwise. Okay, maybe that's actually what Leon said earlier when he said the brain can't interpret direction if I just use 2 frames. Yeah, sorry, I thought he was swiping the bottom. Yeah, that's because I haven't really, you know, I didn't really do it that well yet. I probably should just change that now, I guess. Maybe like that. Does that look a little bit better? Kind of. I will, you know, do some minor corrections later on.
Okay.
Now let's do the mouth flaps. So I always have, now the things that I need to beware of with mouth flaps is mainly two things. So first of all, I have 3 positions. So I basically could just go in a waveform, you know, from like kind of like up, down, down again, up again, down again, up again, down again. Or sometimes I just leave the last part out, so that way it just kind of looks okay. And the second thing is always push the whole animation 2 frames to the front, because, you know, light, so the visuals travel faster, so to speak, in your brain as well than sound does. So in order for it to be correct, I just have to move all the frames in the end at the very last 2 frames to the front, if that makes sense. So it starts with a half frame. Wait, let's put this here. So if O.
Okay.
Oh, good, but the mouth doesn't really close again, so let's make it like that.
Okay.
Okay, wait. O. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. I have to make this a longer one. Let's see if that looks alright. Now I just draw some frames and then we will see if the okay looks okay. So first, the open mouth. We can just go with a completely neutral mouth like that, I guess. And then the in-between. It's, well, half open. So kind of like that, maybe. No, it has some weird angle in here because of the smoothing process of the program. So let's just do that again. I have to move that to the right. And that add to the left and this one to the right. Okay. Now copy, paste, paste, copy, paste, because now it's like 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that seems about right. And now, like I said, let's move it. I feel like I just need 1 frame. I just need to move it 1 frame to the front because I already had it almost like at the 2 frames to the front.
Okay. Right.
So
Okay.
that's fine. Now the mouth is closed for a little bit.
Right.
Now right.
Right.
So right is a really long sound here. So we have 2 frames for half open, 2 frames for fully open. So 2 for 2 and 2 for 3.
Right. Right foot.
And then it closes really fast like it's right. So it closes quite fast, so maybe just 1 frame for that.
Right foot on. Right foot on.
Okay. Actually, let's try it with 2 frames. Let's see if that looks fine.
Right foot on.
Then foot is just a really short sound with the half open one. So I just call the closed mouth 1, the half closed mouth 2, and the fully open mouth 3. So it's just easier. So we have 1 on 1, 1 on 2, and maybe also just 1 on 3, and then 1 on 2 again, or maybe 2 on 2. Then 1 on 3. And then maybe actually we don't go all the way to 3, just maybe to 2. Actually, it's too long for that. Maybe I have to go all the way up. Let's just fill in and see how this looks so far. I may have to go all the way open for the on, even though on is kind of like almost closed. You don't open your mouth all that much if you say on, at least for the most of the time.
Okay, right foot on slitting a bit.
Oops, I forgot to fill this one in.
Right foot on slitting a bit. Foot on slit.
Let's see. Slitting, so it's open really fast. Then it goes to the it goes to 2 really fast again, so it's slitting, and then it goes up again, because you don't really close your mouth all the way in the process. Slitting
a pig.
Then slitting a
pig.
It just goes halfway, so to 2, then it closes again, and then it goes to 3 real quick. But it stays a little bit longer open.
Pig's throat.
And then throat is kind of, it's like a longer time that it takes to go all the way, like for the mouth to go open all the way.
Throat is fine.
And then is just half open, I guess.
Is fine.
Then maybe let's try 2 frames closed, because it's maybe a bit of a longer pause, like maybe the mouth is closed for a bit longer.
Fine.
And fine is kind of dragged out a bit, so it's just 2 frames to 2, 2 frames to 3 frames, and then a couple of 2 frames again, because when you say your last word, you don't usually close your mouth right away, like no matter which word it is, or unless it ends with an M, because M is really the only sound where you really close your mouth. So fine, and then you close your mouth, right? So it's just open for a bit longer. Usually I have just the half open mouth until the sound has completely vanished or almost completely vanished. And if it takes too many frames, then it looks weird, so I will just make 1 frame to smoothen things out, but I will show you that in a second. Actually, it's a good opportunity to show you that. And I will look in the chat in just a moment. I will just finish this mouth flapping part first. So now let's copy paste these things and copy paste these things. And here, so like I said here, it's quite long in this position, so it looks a bit strange if I would just have like 8 frames of half open mouth. So what I do is just make an in-between here, just for this one. Let's see if I have to zoom in more, or if I can make it work like that. I think I have to move all the closed mouth frames just a little bit to the right, and here I forgot one. There we go. Now let's see how it looks.
Okay, right foot on slitting a pig's throat is fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Okay, right foot on.
Alright, so that's the first part. Sorry, thought he was sorry about. Oh, okay. David is here. David. Hey there, David. How are you? New one in the making? Yeah. Like I may do a non-animation after this one, like an upload, basically where I reply to comments, to some of the dumb comments that I've been getting. But we will see about that. But first I will do this animation. It shouldn't take that long, so maybe 2 more days depending, or like if I don't find enough time, maybe 3 more days, but it really shouldn't take that long.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure where exactly he looks down. Yeah, maybe here. So let's make the guy on the right, let's put him there. So left and right, and the guy on the right needs, of course, also, come on, well, a head, and let's just make a couple of layers. Head, eyes, mouth open, mouth closed first, then mouth half open, and then mouth open. And then what else do we need? Let's have a look at the reference picture, like if we can call it reference. I mean, I'm just tracing this, right? So he doesn't really move. Actually, no, what am I saying here? He moves literally every part of his body, so we need layers for both of his arms and legs. Or do we? Maybe just for the body and the 2 arms, because I will just redraw like both legs at the same time anyway. So that would be kind of stupid. So we have body, which includes the legs in my case. Like the main body, obviously, all of it belongs to the body. And the main part of the body. What did I want to do? Arm in the foreground and arm in the background. Now we just put this here and this there. Ah, damn it. I need some water. Ah, there we go. Water. Feels good, man. Lol, I ordered some of your merch. like 2 days ago. Can't wait for it to come to the mail. All love your channel. Oh man, thanks so much. I really, really do appreciate that. It helps me out a lot, and it also makes me feel really good because I feel like people, well, get something really quite, well, physical in exchange. So I'm glad you like the merch, and I'm really happy you like my channel. So thanks a lot, Ender Ice Place. Okay. Now, let's actually start with this position, even though we need one before even. Like he starts just standing still at the side, obviously not all having his foot directly on the field, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. So the head has a really funny shape. Let's try to get that right. Mm-hmm. And the New Hope, thanks for the Discord link. Yeah, so if anyone wants to join the Discord server, like, it's not super active. We're just chilling, so sometimes when people want to talk, they will just chat. So if you just like to chat every now and then with fellow vegans, then feel free to join the Discord. Okay, there we go. That's the head. Now we need the eyes. And the second one. He looks kind of like an alien now that I think about it, doesn't he? Damn it, come on. The smoothness function or smoothening function of the brush is kind of annoying me right now. There we go. Now, mouth closed, he has just a very neutral mouth. So, not smiling, not looking angry or anything. Just neutral, like that. Then we need the main body, which is just like, I guess that. Never mind. Like that. And this and that. And this and that and this and that. Come on. Yeah, that's actually okay. I forgot that there's the arm in the front, so that will just cover some parts of the body. Where's my background? It looks... it's confusing me, but while drawing that. Let's do that one again. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's good enough, I mean. Sorry. And like that, and like that, and that's the body. Okay, now we just have to fill it with white, because otherwise we will see weird things happening. Now, arms. So we need the foreground arm, which is to the right in this case. Just quickly hide that layer. And also again we have to fill this part, because otherwise the body will shine through, which would look a little bit strange. Now arm in the background. Like that, I guess. And now from there we go and make the starting pose. I guess somewhere here he starts moving. So, what do you think of the flat Earth concept? Well, it's just not the case. Hi Veneer, are you using a Wacom graphics pad or a mouse? A Wacom, like a small Wacom tablet. Like, I guess it can get even smaller, but it's pretty small. So yeah. And also, like, I actually did have a even smaller one. And also, of course, hi there, Grant. So, yeah, didn't even greet you yet. But yeah, I did even have a smaller one, but I figured that it doesn't really make that much of difference. And just to give you a bit of a comparison, let me see, where do I see myself? Now, this is the tablet I'm using. It's a bit dirty because my hand's sweating. That's my hand. And I did have one that was maybe like this size, like that. So maybe like a 2/3 of this, but it doesn't really make that much of difference. So this one or the even smaller one doesn't really make that much of a difference. I think the biggest difference is when you actually start using a tablet with screen, because as long as you use these kinds of tablets, you're still kind of drawing blindly. That's also why it takes me so long to do certain lines. At least for me, like, I never really get used to it 100%. You still sometimes feel like you're just drawing blindly. Yeah, but it's all right. It does work, obviously, so everything is fine. And now let's make some changes here. Maybe it looks like that, standing like that. Arm is a little bit different too. The other arm is a little bit different too. And of course the body is, which is the main part really. There we go. And now the in-betweens, maybe I will do them actually for this one. And then I will just, I'm not sure actually how long I will stream, because my stream's quality keeps apparently being really bad. And yeah, not sure if I will stream for all too long. And it's getting really hot in here, so I should probably turn on the AC again, because I'm starting to sweat a lot. Good to know that I have one. Yeah, it's definitely a, like, I don't know, it's almost mandatory in my opinion. I couldn't imagine drawing anything without a tablet. I think I would just kind of go nuts trying to do that. I mean, you get used to it. I know some people are actually really good even at drawing with a mouse, but I don't know. I can't really imagine it, you know, doing it successfully myself. Let's see, I have to change things up a little bit here as well. Okay. Now, let's just make a bit of a funky step, I guess, so it's not too boring to watch. But first, let's have a look here. Has Vegan Sidekick seen your work yet? And if so, what were his thoughts? I really tried to get him to notice me, so to speak. Like, I've been on his Facebook page, and I'm not active on Facebook, really. The only reason I am on Facebook nowadays is to try to catch Vegan Sidekick to just post some of my work, like some of my adaptations of his work, so he can tell me whether or not, or like what his thoughts are, or if he's just not okay with it. But I never got a reaction, so I have no clue if Richard from Vegan Sidekick has actually seen my videos or not, or what his thoughts are. But I would be really curious, so I hope one day I just get a reaction and he tells me if he wants me to stop doing these, or if he's okay with it, or if he likes them. Just, you know, would be kind of curious to see. And Donna says, I love the work that you are doing. You are creative and compassionate. Thanks for all you do for the animals. Well, thank you, Donna. I'm glad you enjoy my, well, little videos. Do you think public disruption is a good activism tactic? Not really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I could never imagine doing that myself. I guess most people just are, you know, repelled by seeing people disrupting their doings, and they don't even think for a second about whatever has been said and so on. So I'm not sure if that's too effective. But that being said, I don't really think there is bad activism. So I mean, there is bad activism probably. I mean, there are things that would probably be considered bad, also in my opinion, but I just couldn't imagine doing it myself, and I don't think it's the most effective form. Let's just say it like that. I don't think it's the most effective form for sure. But, you know, we have to get the word out in any way probably, so as long as people get confronted with the idea of veganism, then it's still something good. Because now that I think about it, imagine that every day people would have these disruptive events, you know, people going into restaurants and doing whatever. Imagine that would happen on a daily basis. People would probably get really upset, but they also would kind of have to think about veganism. They would be exposed to it, obviously, and they would kind of have to think about it at some point. So yeah, not sure how I feel about it exactly now that I think about it more, but I'm not the biggest fan of it, I think you can tell. I just realized you live in the same country as Sverich. You mean, I'm from Germany, but I live in Cyprus, so... But I am from Germany, yeah. Just not living there anymore. Yeah, that's why he only can get satellite internet, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there is cable internet here, but it's super expensive and super bad for whatever reason. I don't know. It's because it's probably one big company, and internet here is really expensive and really crappy, like no matter what you get. But this one big company that has cable internet is probably one of the worst. Like, you get such a shitty connection and it's just super expensive. So yeah, I figure that I'm actually not really doing anything. I try to read the chat and gather my thoughts, and I'm not productive at all, which is not good. Sorry about that. So let's just be a little bit productive maybe. Damn it. Selection tool doesn't work. Okay, so now how do we do the step? He goes from here to there. It's just a really subtle thing actually, but maybe he just moves, like you first shift your balance a little bit back and then you step forward. So I guess he first goes back, and then he goes forward. A little bit back. And maybe his head also moves back a little bit more. Can look a little bit wonky. And the hands as well. So let's just move the hands a little bit back too. A bit more even. Maybe not that much though. Yeah, that's okay. And then we draw the leg. And now how does he do that? Damn it. Kind of like this, and then he moves a little bit forward with his whole body. And his head too. And his legs. Wait, I forgot to fill in white. White. We need some white in here. Wait a second. Something looks off with the colors. Oh, that's just because I haven't done this correctly. There we go. Now, the next step, maybe let's just over-exaggerate it a little bit more. It's probably more interesting. Just how much do we over-exaggerate it? I mean, let me think about this for a second. Like, he could just make a normal step. Oh, I think I know now how I want to do it. Maybe you hear my cat, I'm not sure. Okay, that's weird. Why can I not? Oh, that's why. Okay, one moment. There we go. Now we can move on, because now when he's putting down the leg, I guess I can make it a little bit more wonky looking. Maybe he leans forward quite a bit more. And even a bit upward, like, yeah, upward, is that a thing? I guess it is. And then the leg starts coming down, hopefully in a little bit more interesting way than natural, you know. But I think I have to go with ones, so 1 frame, not 2 frames. So I have to actually make another one first. Yeah, I have to make another one first, damn it. Not sure if this will work out. Yeah, that actually looks alright already. Yeah, I have noticed that he doesn't reply often, but he has replied. Hint, if you comment on his merch posts, he will most likely answer and say maybe your vids could promote. Wait, what? I have noticed that he doesn't reply often, but he has replied. Me? If you comment on his merch posts, he will most likely answer and say maybe your vids could promote his. Oh, wait a second. I'm so stupid. Sorry. Yeah, you were talking about vegan Sidekick. Damn it. I'm so stupid. Okay, never mind. I got it now. Most likely answer and say maybe your vids could promote his merch or something. Definitely don't think he minds though, as long as you're not profiting. He really seems to care about the animals only. Yeah, technically I am profiting, right? I mean, I do monetize them because, well, I do spend too much time on them to not monetize them. So but I do get just a few cents off them at the moment. So I guess whatever, right? But yeah, I don't think he would mind. I just don't know. I just really would like to know, you know. No. Take a shot every time I say no. Do you think Gary Yourofsky is permanently retired? I think he might change his mind. Yeah, maybe. I don't really know. I could imagine both things, to be honest. So I just don't know him personally. I know as much as you know about him, and I don't feel like I can predict his, you know, future in regards to vegan activism. I could imagine both things, really. Didn't Gary retire due to all the negative vegans arguing with him? Yeah, something like that. I think he was triggered by the vegan community a bit. He would probably just ignore them if he felt the urge to come back. Yeah, I guess that's really the thing. Does he feel the urge to do it? Like, I feel like we have so many people now in the vegan community promoting veganism that he may not feel the need to, you know, come back. Because maybe he feels like things are taken good care of, so to speak. Okay, let's just make a little bit of this. And this and that. Letting him lean forward even more, you know. And maybe his eyes move a little bit too. they could be fine. I feel like I kind of overdid it a little bit with the hat. Maybe even still. Like that, maybe. Okay, now let's do something with the hands maybe first, before I forget them. Because they should probably move a little bit too. But yeah, the body is the most important part, so let's go with this one. Yeah. Now he probably just puts down the foot in a funky way. Let's reduce this to the onion skin a little bit. And now he's making maybe some funky things with his leg that wouldn't really work. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that seems more or less okay. More or less, really. I'm not really completely satisfied with how this looks, but I might do some corrections to that later. But that's the basic idea. And yeah, hello there, Elke. Nice to have you here. So for now, maybe just one more frame where he is a little bit squishing. Maybe his hands go a little bit up. Like that. Sorry for all the years. I guess that's just part of it. Yeah, it's whatever. Let's just keep it with that, and let's do the mouth movement here. So now, first of all, before I actually add the mouth movement, I should really try to figure out where I even want the animation to happen. So where does he take a step? Does he take the step and then say yeah? Or does he say yeah and take the step then? Or do both things at the same time, kind of as it is now? I think actually the timing's probably alright, so I kind of want to have a backup. Maybe I will just make a little backup file here. Not that I lose progress again when shit happens. Okay, so here he already has a... I think here the mouth already goes a little bit, opens up a little bit. I will just color in the mouth with blue so that I have a reference as to where I need to put the other mouths on top without deleting it, and later when I finish this I will just delete it. And another one here. So what are you guys up to right now, actually, anyway? I mean, I guess some of you are in the probably North America maybe, and some in Europe. So what are you doing on this Sunday? Or what have you been doing? I mean, maybe depending on where you are, like Europe, it's probably quite late in the evening, so... For me personally, like what have I actually took a free day. I took a day off from work today. So it's quite nice. Usually I work in the on Sunday mornings and Saturday mornings as well. So not working in the morning on Sunday is actually a nice change. So it's been a good Sunday for me. And I hope it has been for you all as well. Okay, there we go. Eating spinach. Yeah, you're in Germany. All right. Yeah, spinach is something that I should be eating a lot more too. Like, there's just one place where I can get frozen spinach from, like at least where the quality is okay. And it's kind of a pain in the ass to get there, so I hardly ever eat spinach, which is kind of a shame because spinach is obviously really good. I'm from Holland. I did some yoga earlier today, just had dinner. Think I'll brush my teeth and go to bed in a bit. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I mean, yoga and also brushing your teeth, obviously, and going to bed in a bit is what I meant, like, with a good idea. So all of that is a good idea, obviously. I'm kind of curious about yoga, but I haven't really given it a proper try yet, so... Yeah, someday, someday. We'll see. And also I've been going to bed a lot earlier lately, which I felt is great because you mentioned you go to bed in a bit. And I think for you it's like probably because it's probably also German time, which then would mean it's 7:20 p.m., right? So, which sounds like a really early time to go to bed, but I've been trying to go to bed a little bit earlier recently too. Because I feel like if I don't, I am even more tired in the morning. If I go to bed too late, I'm even more tired in the morning and I will sleep for too long if I have the chance. And then I feel like I can't get enough things done throughout the day. So okay, let's actually make some eye blink here. Just for the fun of it, because, well, it's fun. Sweden celebrated my mom's B-Day and the protesting... Wait, and the protesting outside a circus, not every Sunday. Alright, so I didn't know you were in Sweden. Okay, that's interesting. Sweden has a lot of vegans. Is that possible? Like, I kind of feel like there are really a lot of vegans in Sweden, which is obviously great. And protesting a circus outside, yeah, I don't know. Circus is something that triggers me so much nowadays. Just seeing like some advertising on the streets for some circus with lions or whatever on it just triggers the hell out of me. Because there are a couple here every year. Like, not here directly, but kind of close by. I'm making subtitles and taking occasional breaks. Oh, Ethical Marshmallow, hello there, long time no see. But I did see that you have been making at least the English subtitles for the most recent video I put out. So thank you very much. I clicked on contributions or contributors or whatever it's called and saw your name. So thank you so much for making those. And yeah. I see you're just still busy with subtitles as before, which is cool. California, just woke up feeling the effects of excessive alcohol consumption. Never a good thing, alcohol. I hate alcohol. I mean, personally, the taste is so, I don't know, it's disgusting me. I used to drink a little bit of alcohol, but I just can't stand it anymore. Happy National Animal Rights Day. And you're in the USA, Donna. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it's National Animal Rights Day. That should be every day, right? Would be good if that would be every day. It's too warm to sleep early. Yeah, I guess do it like me and just sleep with the fan running. Like, the last 2 weeks, I just had one day where I didn't have the fan running right next to my bed for the whole night.
Okay, right foot on slitting a pig's throat is fine. Yeah.
Okay, where do we add some blinking here?
Slitting a pig's throat is fine.
Maybe here. Maybe let's just make something here. Like, most of the time it would make sense to add some blinking eyes when there is... when someone is shifting their head. Usually when you turn your head, then you're more likely to close your... like to blink, you know, to close your eyes for just a moment. Especially when you make a big turn. Not just maybe if you move your head a little bit, but mostly when you refocus to a completely different point, you quickly blink. So, you know, for example, like this, you don't go like that looking to the other side, but usually you kind of close your eyes and then look to the other side. So if you have movements, like head movements, it usually makes a lot of sense to add some eye blinks. But I just want to do some because they are so easy and fun, and I just want to show them because it's like really just so damn easy to make blinking eyes. Just want to do that right now. Because really what you do for a normal blink, at least, I mean, there are many different types of blinks, slow blinks, fast blinks that you use in different situations. Here it doesn't really matter for my purpose, honestly, so I just do a normal medium blink, I guess, so it's not a super fast one, not a super slow one. And what I just do is I have the normal eyes, then I will turn on onion skin so I see the eyes before. And then you just erase a little bit from the top and the bottom, then you stretch them a little bit to the sides. Makes it look just better in my opinion. At least if you go for a really cartoony kind of style, as I do here. And then the next one, and then you actually can just copy this one. And in the third frame of the blink, like you see here, 1 frame, 2 frame, 3 frames, and then it goes to the normal one again, to the open eyes. So the first and the third frame are both just the same if you want to. And the one in the middle you can just erase. And then you put in just a slit. Just gotta figure out the right distance. There we go. And that's kind of it.
Right. Okay. Right.
Can make them a bit slower.
Okay. Right foot. Okay. Right foot.
Kind of like that, I guess. Or also what you can do is just take not so much from the what do you call them? Just like when you close the eyes a little bit, just don't close them as much as I did here. Sometimes that may actually look better. And because they're really sharp corners here, I will also just erase them. Kind of like that.
Okay, right,
And there we go, we have some blinking eyes. But I have to get up really early in the morning. Oh, okay, well then obviously you should go to bed soon, definitely. Did you do an animation about people who think they love animals but they also eat them? Not yet, I think. Oh wait, yeah, I actually did. I did. Let me quickly look for it. It's a really old one where I always said vegan instead of vegan. So give me a second. It's actually, I think, the video with, yeah, I have like 7,000 views on that one, which is for my channel a lot. Here, this one, non-vegan animal lovers.
Did you hear the news? Some psychopath killed his parents' dog to use its fur. For some sick fetish he has.
Yeah, that's horrible, sad, and incredibly upsetting. I really hate animal cruelty.
Yeah, me too. I really love animals. Hearing such things makes me freaking angry. I don't understand why people would do such things to innocent animals just for their own personal pleasure.
Oh, so you are vegan too?
Vegan?
I agree that being vegan is good.
Vegan?
I think it's great if you are vegan and all
Vegan?
that, and I would go vegan myself.
Vegan?
But I just like the taste of cheese and meat. I know there are substitutes and I tried some before, but it's just not the same.
I see. Oh, by the way, this is my cousin, Tad. I think you could become good friends.
So,
Hey, Tad.
I hear you only like the real stuff, huh?
Yeah, you too?
You bet I do. Wanna tag along to smash some skulls?
Is that slang for getting drunk?
No, I mean punching through people's heads with our fists and stuff.
Are you serious? That's freaking mental. Why would you do such a thing?
What can I say? I like breaking things with my karate skills.
Can't you just break some bricks or something?
Nah, I tried it before, but it's just not the same.
So you are killing
So
others
slow.
just because of your own enjoyment?
Let's just speed it up a little bit.
Why do you hate humans so much?
Oh, I love humans. But I also like the sound of cracking human skulls and the taste of their blood splashing into my mouth. But hey, it's only my personal choice. I don't judge you if you don't want to do it.
But how is that a personal choice if there are victims involved who want to live?
Oh, so now I am the bad guy, huh? Judgmental asshat. At least they were free range.
So, how did you guys get along?
Oh, shut it, you sneaky son of a broccoli.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess that's the video I would say. That's the only one that I did about this. And it's one of the first ones too. So the microphone was completely different back then. And obviously you see it also looks quite a bit different too. And VPX, is your voice edited in these videos? Lol. Not so much. Like, usually it's almost exactly how I recorded. Just sometimes I just slightly pitch my voice up or slightly pitch it down, but it's almost, you can almost not hear the difference, just really a little bit, so I can differentiate the voices just slightly. But for the most part, what you hear in my videos, that's my voice, almost as it is. I quit alcohol over a decade ago because I sometimes had hangovers that lasted 3 days. Holy crap, that sounds bad. And yeah, I don't know, alcohol wasn't something for me that was hard to give up, honestly. I just stopped doing it. I never really... I just once had a really bad... was it even with a hangover? I don't remember if I had an actual hangover the next day. I know I threw up in the night where I drank that much, but that was the only time this ever happened. Like, I drank too much alcohol, I threw up, and then I never did it again. I never touched alcohol ever again. Yes, quite a lot of vegans here, also for such a small country. Fortunately, most of the circuses have stopped using animals and or wild animals. The last few avoid bigger cities due to activists. Oh, that's great news, actually. That's pretty cool. Like, all of that. So, nice job, Sweden. Son of a broccoli. Yeah. And hello there, holistic lifestyle. I was really proud of that son of a broccoli joke back then. That was one sign for sure. Didn't drink for 20 years, but last year I had some beer and I noticed it's easy to drink a lot. I quit again, New Year's. Yeah, okay, I guess it's really different for everyone, right? Probably the longer you do it, the harder it is to actually give it up to.
Okay.
So I didn't really do it for a long time anyway, and just drank a little bit, so it wasn't hard for me to just never touch alcohol again. Personal choice, yes, definitely personal choice.
Yeah.
Obviously sarcasm. Damn it, I made a little bit of a mistake here. Now, there we go. Okay. I think also we probably will call it really soon, just because I don't know. I feel like I'm not really that productive right now because I'm a little bit tired, and obviously also because I talk to the chat. Like if I would just animate without, you know, streaming, I would have done this in a few minutes, all of this, but oh well.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. Tomorrow I will be really productive, I promise, and I will probably do most of the animation part tomorrow. Then the day after, if there is still some animation left to do, I will do it then. And maybe, like, I would say at most 3 days, because there's also this editing with, you know, in these vegan sidekicks animations, I always put basically in the subtitles or the caption myself, just like they are in the comic. So, and the editing, making it appear to at the correct time, that takes quite a bit. So, and with everything like thumbnail and just, you know, the whole process, I guess maybe 3 days is most likely, but that's when it's up on Patreon, and usually it takes 1 more day till I publish it like on my channel. So I would say at most 4 days until it's uploaded for everyone to see this video, and maybe in 3 days, I guess. So I don't think I can finish. No, there's no way I can finish this tomorrow, no way. So 3 or 4 days until it's up on YouTube for everyone to see.
Okay, right foot on slitting a pig's throat is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for today, I think. Maybe just chilling with you guys just for a little bit longer, but not gonna draw anything. We will just erase some parts here that I didn't pay attention to. Oh, never mind. I erased them all. That was just the onion skin. Okay. So the vegan wasn't intentional. Sverage says vitamin. I used to say mtv. I used to say mtv. Yeah, okay, now I get it. It wasn't intentional. After I realized that I was pronouncing it so horribly wrong, then I first thought actually it was kind of funny, and if I would just keep doing it, like saying vegan for the memes, so to speak, like on purpose. But I figured it, you know, it probably doesn't make much sense, because a lot of people would kind of just focus on that instead of... They probably wouldn't get the insider joke or whatever, and it's kind of stupid also, the more I thought about it. So yeah, I just said it correctly. But yeah, it wasn't intentional. It's just like in German, in the German language, when you have V's, then often they are pronounced as a we. Like, for example, maybe where do we have V? Okay, one example of a hard V that's kind of like similar to the English one is in Volkswagen, like the car, you know, Volkswagen, or in proper German, Volkswagen. And it sounds like an F, like Volkswagen. But in many words, it will also sound like a we, like Vase, which is, damn it, now I'm missing the English word. Well, actually, in English, it's vase. Vase, okay. Like where you put in the flowers, you know? So, vase in German is written the exact same way, just with a uppercase V. And it's pronounced vase, like it's a really soft sound. So, most V's are really soft in German. And also, and that's the biggest reason the German word for vegan is also written the exact same way, just with an uppercase V again, because it's a noun. And it's pronounced vegan, so it's more like a really soft sound, vegan. And because of that, I kind of didn't notice that I was doing it wrong at first, because in English it's a hard V, and in German it's a soft V, you know. That's kind of the reason. How much time does it take to make an animation video approximately? It really completely depends. Like, I get vegan Sidekick videos are by far the fastest ones to make, mostly because I can completely skip the process of making a script. I just, you know, choose one that I think is cool, and then I will make an animation, like I will make an animation adaptation of that vegan Sidekick comic. So, and depending on how long they are, yeah, I don't know really in hours, honestly. I get this question so often, and I'm kind of curious myself. I should really just take a stopwatch for one project and consistently measure how much time it takes me, because I really don't know. The longest video, I think, let me actually check my videos. The Inside the Vegan Brain was probably one that I worked on for the longest time, and that one took way over 200 hours probably, but that was mostly because I was kind of inexperienced. Like, I'm still inexperienced now, but even more so back then. And also I was using Photoshop instead of Adobe Flash, like you see here. So yeah, let me see, there we go. Where do we have it? Here. So Inside the Vegan Brain, this one took me a really long time for multiple reasons, and it was really a really long video, like 5 minutes and 75 seconds in total. It was done in Photoshop, and I didn't know how to do a lot of these things. And I had more complex backgrounds. I guess that's another reason. Like, complex is relatively speaking, but I you know, all these things took a bit of time. And also this walking animation here, I didn't really know how to do it properly at first. So it just took me over 200 hours, I think. But the fast ones, a couple of hours. How many? I don't know. Maybe 10? Maybe 10 hours, the fastest ones, I guess. Like, if it's really fast, maybe 10 hours, I would guess. And Sverich, the raw meat eating idiot. Yeah, I'm actually surprised he's still living. So can't be too long before he will actually get some severe infection from his raw meat stuff, and then just, you know, he will be in some serious trouble, like health-wise. Vera, yeah, Vera, true. So Vera, the name is also a soft V. Yeah, V, a soft V, like a W. Who cares what he says? He's a bit brain dead. Yeah, a lot of people care, apparently, which is kind of a shame, honestly. Like, he has a really large following, if you think about it. For spewing so much nonsense and ridiculous bullshit, he has a really large following. Yeah, I know, lol, being from Sweden, which is a North Germanic language. Yeah, right, so Swedish, German, English, there are a lot of things in common, and that makes it sometimes even more tricky for the pronunciation. Like, German and English is so common in some ways that you forget the details, like what I said with vegan being written the same way, just pronounced differently, and you know it, as you said. In Sweden, in Swedish, it's apparently the same, so yeah. Oh yeah, and also why this took me so long, right? I completely forgot this part here. This animation part, these walking recipes.
These delicious vegan recipes to cross our way.
Holy fuck, that took so long to animate. It was the first time I animated a walking cycle. And then
2 hours later.
having them on different layers, having them run on different speeds, and then also putting the sound correctly, like, you know, syncing the sound with the visuals. Just this short thing that took so many hours because I was really confused about how to go about it, because there were so many. First, I would create all the little books, which didn't take like that super long, obviously, and then I would, you know, have to look for the sizes, like how large I would make them, in which layer I put them, how fast I let them walk, and even how I let them walk. Like, I had to figure out how this stuff even works. I didn't really know how to do that back then, so a lot of things that made it a bit tricky. And yeah, this video I think took the longest. Let me check if there's another video from the top of my head that may have taken a similar amount of time. Oh, I remember, of course. Let's see. The one with the transformation. This one. When you tell average Joe that you are a vegan. That one took a really long time as well. Because, well, the transformation part. That was actually the first, I think the first video I made in Adobe Flash. So yeah.
Sausage power! Make up!
Nom nom nom. This transformation took so much time to do. Yeah, just a long time, and just this frame by frame rotation thing. Yeah, I think this may still be, I probably still spent a bit less time here than on the vegan, inside the vegan brain video. Not quite sure. Come on. Great, the remote is, now it's working. There we go. Alrighty. That prediction may not pan out if he is a fake meat eater and is mostly vegan. I guess, but I don't know. He seems really crazy, so I kind of think he's absolutely doing the stuff he's promoting. Like, just from, I don't know, I could be completely wrong, obviously, but I think he's legit doing this shit. Yo, Vinegar, what is up? Yo, Butter Golem. Not much, probably ending the stream soon. So, yeah, but what about you? I forgot, what was your YouTube name a few months back? You keep changing your, yeah. Wait, what? Ah, we got a donation. Oh, I was so confused for a second. Wait a second. Hi. Jesse. Oh, hello there. And you did it through the PayPal. I see, I see. That's why it was on stream. I was so confused because it's not a super chat, it's a donation through Streamlabs. So that was the first time we got a donation through Streamlabs. And thank you very much. For the 133, I think, right? Yeah, 133. I do appreciate it a lot. And yeah, what was I saying? What else was I saying? I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, and it's $133, so it's just what it shows. I guess it was £1. So thank you for the £1, Jesse. I appreciate it. I must say that the transformation was very memorable. Oh, that's great to hear. So I'm glad it actually paid off then, doing that. I mean, it was fun to do. It's just the problem with doing these kind of things is that I don't really make a lot of money from my videos, and I do have to put out a lot. A lot is relatively speaking, really. I have to try to put out videos semi-regularly, so you know I can I get like $12 from YouTube revenue, so it's really not a lot, but obviously PayPal as well, right? So Patreon, I mean, sorry. So to justify people really supporting me on Patreon, I feel like I have to put out at least videos semi-regularly, and I can't really afford taking so much time for single videos. Yeah, if I can do this YouTube thing full-time at some point, I will probably do a lot more complex animations again like these, because I really enjoy them. Like, they're fun to do, but it's just not really, you know, I can't just do it all the time. My original name was Soft Sex Cock. Oh yeah, I remember now. Right, that was that weird name. Been a long time since I heard that name. Yeah, right. It's been a long time for me too. Just testing it out. Well, thank you for testing it out. And yeah, just a reminder, veganism is first world virtue signaling. Oh, okay, you want to debate this stuff? That's such bullcrap. How is it first world virtue signaling? What do you even mean with that? How is it virtue signaling? You want to reduce harm as much as practicably possible. So it's kind of like saying just not randomly going around killing dogs, cats, squirrels for your pleasure, taste pleasure, or any other kind of pleasure is virtue signaling. You just, I mean, is not supporting horrible industries virtue signaling? How is that virtue signaling? You're making no sense whatsoever. Individual action achieves jack shit. Yeah, guess what? There are millions of vegans already, and it's just getting more and more vegans. So if you have millions of people not supporting an industry, then the industry has to adapt because, you know, what do you think how industries work? Demand and supply. So you're full of shit. Use Streamlabs people better than Super Chat. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Super Chat takes, I'm not sure how much it takes, but Super Chat takes some money from what is being donated. So Streamlabs doesn't take money, I think. It's just like a PayPal donation. And yeah, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it once again. Veneer, you should enable YouTube support if you know what that is. What is YouTube support? I don't know that actually. Veganism is actually taking actions against something. It's not virtue signaling. Yeah, right, because you don't actively do something, if you will, actually, because you just avoid certain things. But yeah, it's a form of action still in a society like ours, so it's not virtue signaling. There we go. Besides, animal agriculture is destroying the third world a lot more than vegans. Absolutely. Only through government reform could any effective change happen. Oh, god damn it. So you're a little victim. Oh, I'm such a small person, I can't make any changes. So, then literally nothing you do has an impact. Literally, people should just do nothing, and whatever change people want to see in the world, they should not do it themselves. They should just wait for the government and hope for the government to do something, yeah? Because, you know, actually, let's just go around and do anything we like, because it's just us. We don't make a difference, right? Holy fuck, you're so full of shit. Yeah, humans are 7 billion individuals. Everyone buying meat is an individual. True, true. Veneer Teljun is just a troll. Yeah, I mean, he is. But he is legit stupid, that's for sure. So, whatever. It's kind of funny though, Butter Golem, that you say he's a troll, because I know you are a troll as well, but like a different type of troll, obviously. Basically everything on the market is grassroots, individual action. Yeah. If we have something else here. Yeah, let's shove our responsibility to someone else that has no real incentive for change. True. It would be funny to have him in a voice chat, actually. I think it would be kind of fun. I really should look into that. How do I get people on live on stream? I should just invite people like that on stream to talk, actually. But I don't know how to do that right now, so I really should look into it. And we got... Oh! 50 SEK, Swedish. Wait, what does SEK actually stand for, and how much is that? Wait a second. Okay, there we have the message. €5, not much, but I really appreciate your content and what you do, and you seem like a really great guy. We need a lot more like you in this world. David, what can I say? Thank you so much. I do appreciate, obviously the money always helps, I mean, you know, not gonna lie, but also just seeing that people enjoy my stuff so much to actually support me in this way really means a lot. So yeah, David, thank you so much, and I'm glad you like my stuff, and I'm also always happy to have you obviously in my comment section and in the chat like this, so it means a lot. Thanks so much. Discussing any virtuous activity is virtue signaling. What's wrong with that? Engaging in virtuous activity is virtue signaling. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, but also, and this is something that was the previous video I made was kind of about, just the term virtue. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, how you see it, but in my view, veganism is not a virtue. I'm just saying this because... what was this bald guy, his name, like from the Atheist Experience, Matt Dillahunty. He also said like, oh yeah, you're more virtuous and so on and so forth. I don't think veganism is a virtue. I think it's a moral baseline really, because you don't really do something all too great. You're just avoiding you know, needless harm, which should be really common sense. I know it's not in the world we live in right now, but I feel like we should try to not even call veganism a virtue, because in my opinion it really isn't, but let me know what you guys think about it. Super Chat takes 30%. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Streamlabs takes 5% or so, I'm told. Oh, okay, 5%. Yeah, that it makes sense that they do take something, but it's much less. Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know, Jesse. That's actually, yeah, Super Chat takes a lot then. Wow. Did you consider humans are lazy and it's easy to ignore the effects of the meat and dairy industry? Yeah, you are just full of shit, dude. You make no sense whatsoever. You can support a YouTuber for $5 per month, and for those who do, they get highlighted names and shit. Wait, what? Okay, do you have a I mean, you can't post links in here, but how do I find this? This sounds actually really interesting. I mean, if they get just highlighted names and shit, I don't know. I'm not sure how much people value that, but it just kind of reminds me of Twitch, where you can get like sub badges and so on. And that would be kind of fun. Like if that would be a thing, that would be pretty cool too. You know, I could design some little sub badges, so to speak. But not sure. But yeah, anyway, Butter Golem, if you know anything more, like where I can find out more about this, please let me know. I would be very much interested in that. first world individual action achieves nothing, blah blah blah. I'm not a troll. Yes, you are. Or you are really stupid. One of those. Some people do bad things, so don't try to convince them to be better for themselves and the world. Yeah, absolutely. Because nothing matters if just one person does it, you know? If just one person kills a person, a dog, a cat, who cares? It's just one person. SEK, Sondereinsatzkommando, yeah, absolutely, of course. I'm a realist who's not deluded. No, you're just full of shit who is full of shit. You are full of shit. And you are full of shit. Like, you are the shit being full of shit. I don't make sense right now. But I guess it's contagious being dumb. I read too many of his stupid comments, so I started being stupid myself too. I should stop reading his comments. Mad Fat Cunty, yeah. Fat Dillacanti. How many working class vegans do you see? Oh, I've seen a couple. But obviously it's much less than, you know, basically there are a lot more non-vegans in the working class, but that's everywhere the case. And Teligan, are you just this communism guy? I'm pretty sure you're the same dude that had a name, something with communism. I think communism, or communist from space. Communist from space, I think was your name. I'm pretty sure that's you. Yes, I agree. Veganism is a moral baseline. Oh, I'm really far ahead with the chat, I think. But yeah, I'm glad we agree. I don't know how you find this, but I am a supporter of another YouTuber. This is an option here as well. Okay. I really should look into this. Thanks for letting me know. I will have a look. Morality is subjective, so that doesn't mean anything. Oh, morality is subjective. Okay, I have a good one for that. Let me see. Morality is subjective. There we go. You can watch this again. It's horrible audio quality, but it's still on point. Like, you can literally justify anything. Nothing is wrong if morality is subjective, that you just arbitrarily decide for each individual case whether it's morally wrong or not. Like, if you just completely arbitrarily decide for literally every single case what's moral, because it's so subjective, then yeah. I mean, morality is subjective, but it has a line of reasoning. Like, it has to be consistent. So name the trait, I guess, would be appropriate to bring up here. Everybody repeat after me. I kind of did it now, didn't I? So you were wrong. It's not nobody that's going to do it. I thought you made a great point in that video about the moral baseline. It's just ethical consistency. Yeah, true. Also, a couple of people, even vegans, said that they didn't really like the video because, well, for one, it wasn't really that funny. And I agree. I mean, when I made that video, I wasn't really feeling that well. Like, I had kind of I wouldn't say I wasn't depressed, but I had kind of a depressed period. And I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't really feel that well while writing that script, so it was kind of hard to be funny. But also it was really just more to bring a point across from a more logical point of view. But some people thought it was too preachy or whatever, the video, and I can see why people would think that, but this video is really not for people who just want to look for the excuses, and obviously that's kind of everyone, but it's just for people that are somewhat smart enough to get the core message, because I know many just will overlook it and just say, oh, he's so preachy and I'm gone. But I just wanted to get this out there with veganism being a moral baseline, and that obviously there's nothing respectable about causing needless harm. So people shouldn't even try to, you know, just ask for respect for their non-veganism, for their carnism. We're already making a change, but even if that wasn't the case, why do you want to be a part of all the crap meat is responsible for? Yeah, I mean, also, that's another thing that I will make a video really soon about, actually. I mean, it reminds me of something. And I should just make a note. Editor. I don't care about animals. Just care about myself, environment, future, oops, not future generations and so on. So yeah, just make some notes here. Because people, even if people claim that they don't care about animals, then, you know, the environment is getting fucked up, and they should care about the environment that they will live in the future, or their children will live in the future, or just humanity in general. So that's another video that I want to do at some point, maybe really soon, who knows. Morality starts with a subjective axiom, but once you accept the well-being of sentient beings as your moral baseline, starts with yourself, then to be consistent you can assess actions objectively. Yeah, true. I can't word it like that, but I just kind of have difficulties to, you know, form sentences like that myself, but I do definitely agree with that. So it is subjective, but it has to be consistent. I guess that's what I said, and it's pretty much what I meant with, like, the same as what you said now. So morality is objective cause my fifis. No, you're absolutely not getting the point. So yeah, again, read what Cloud of Time said. That is actually pretty much on point. Thank you for doing it. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, you're welcome. How many bananas do you eat a week? Such a serious question. And hi there, Irina. How many bananas do I eat a week? Like, usually I eat about 2 bananas a day, maybe 1.5 more, because what I eat for breakfast is oatmeal, basically oats with soy milk, and I will cut in some banana, like 1 or 2 or 1.5, and the rest for my wife. And I will add in some frozen berries, and that's pretty much my breakfast. And maybe also I will add in like an apple or something. But usually I eat 1 to 2 bananas a day, so you get the idea. For a week it's between 7 and 14, I guess. So there are vegans who eat a lot more bananas than me, for sure. And I used to eat a lot more bananas, I think, too. Probably like 3 a day for some time, but not anymore. Shut up, troll. Yeah. Vegan animation. I would love to talk on a Google Live Hangout sometime, by the way. Would be a lot of fun. Yeah, it might actually be. I'm not sure if you would think the way at the end, though. Like, if you would still think that way towards the end. Or if I would think, maybe I would also just get annoyed as fuck and not enjoy it anymore. But yeah, I will look into it. I'm not sure if I can do that with OBS, because I know you can do it with Google Hangouts, but I'm not sure if you can do it so easily with OBS. Maybe if it's like through a Skype call or something, I don't know. Then I would have to make a Skype account again. Being selfish is the correct answer because everything around you affects you, air, water, etc. So animal farming and exploitation affects the individual too. Yeah, absolutely. So from literally no perspective, no non-veganism makes sense, or carnism, whatever you want to call it. So veganism is just the only thing that makes sense in terms of like in the times that we live in, the situation that we have. By the way, what happened to streaming on your second channel? I figured that I just get like, even here I obviously don't get a lot of people, but more people have notifications turned on, so more people will join. So I just do it here. Not sure if I will ever get back to the second channel. Maybe I will. I keep thinking about it for like some sort of content, but I can't monetize it there. I have a lot less people there. So maybe I will just, if I actually do more content like outside of animation, I will probably still upload it here. Probably. By the way, I'm not against veganism in the long run, but the material and political conditions do not exist currently. Yeah, that's why we all work towards that goal. You know, every change has to start within oneself, and then you get other people to change as well. And obviously, demand and supply. So, yeah. 3 for my daily smoothie and 1 for my oatmeal I make on the weekend. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much how I did it a couple of months ago too. Because I ate or drank smoothies a lot. And I usually had like 3 bananas or something in there too. I don't think you get the definition of selfish. Well, I mean selfish, okay, what's the definition? It's being all about yourself, right? Lacking consideration for other people. Oh, okay. All right, I take that back. According to this definition, it means lacking consideration for other people, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. Like the way I just understood it, and from the word itself, it kind of sounds like that. It's mainly about yourself. Like, and honestly, you could kind of say that even if you just not wanting to feel bad about animals, you could say that's a selfish thing. Like at the end of the day, everything we do is to a degree mostly about ourselves, I guess. But yeah, I take that back. So it's not really selfish then to be vegan if it includes, like the definition of selfish includes lacking consideration for other people. Let me see. Are you looking for a live debate? Maybe. Okay. Thunder Bay Logan Blake is looking to debate. Oh yeah, right. He's always doing that. So you can go to his channel. I'm pretty sure. Thunder Bay Logan Blake. So yeah, here you go, that channel. You can always go there and he will happily debate you, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, how do you change the government without going vegan yourself? Exactly, that's the thing. I'm not great at debating, but I would give it a go. Well, I'm not that great at live debating either, mostly because my English is kind of limited. So I always have to focus a lot on my language. Veneer, being selfish leads to plant-based, not vegan. Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant, like when I said I take it back, because like my initial thought of being selfish is that you're mainly concerned with yourself, but selfish from the definition, it's kind of like you're only concerned with yourself, which then would, I guess, be plant-based because you lack the consideration for other animals and people. But that being said, guys, I really just see that we are almost at 2.5 hours, so I really want to wrap this up. Just catching up with the chat and then we will call it a day. Yeah, okay, I think I caught up. So, again, Telegon, feel free to hit up Thunder Bay Personal Trainer. He will happily have a discussion or debate or whatever with you. Otherwise, I will also look into the thingy, so how I could just really quickly pick up people from the chat if I feel like that, to have some live discussion or debate or just chat with people. Not sure, because I'm using OBS, so I'm not using Google Hangouts, so it's probably a bit different, but I will look into it, as I said. That being said, thank you all for your time. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much, of course, Jesse, for your kind donation again, and thank you so much again also, of course, David, for your donation. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. It was just more like of a hangout, I guess. But yeah. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great night, and take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.